Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People Show. Check the Post of Husker Nation, brought to you by Nebraska Spine Hospital. As you probably heard by now, ladies and gentlemen, Scott Frost has said that the Husker starting quarterback job is up for grabs. Husker quarterbacks Adrian Martinez and Luke McCaffrey will compete in practice this week to determine who starts Saturday against Penn State. Now here's what Scott Frost said. We trust them both. We rely on them both. They'll both handle the situation well. We hope they come to compete. Now, when talking about Martinez, Frost said, Martinez needs to make decisions a little quicker and a little more effectively. Okay. Now, in all fairness, he also talked about eliminating mistakes. Both quarterbacks had interceptions on Saturday. Both quarterbacks made mistakes. I did find it interesting that at the end of the Northwestern game, okay, one final drive, one final opportunity to try to score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, send the game into overtime. It was Luke McCaffrey that was in the game at that point in time. I do think that that means something. Now, Frost also spoke about that the offense has not gone at what they call light speed. It's not been quite the up-tempo offense that we had expected since Frost got here 3 years ago. It's not been quite that fast-paced. And he said some of that was attributed to the defense. Defense giving up, big plays, chunk yardage, having mental busts, things of that nature. The defense is playing better so far this year, so he feels more comfortable going at light speed, at least hopefully at some point on offense. Okay, he also said in all fairness, there's a lot of young wide receivers. When you're a wide receiver in a typical regular-paced offense, you can have a package for guys. So he can go in for these 2, 3, 4 plays, and then he comes out if he doesn't know the next plays. Well, when you're going fast, you're not subbing. You got to know pretty much the whole playbook or a large part of it. So that's been a challenge as well with some of the younger wide receivers. Now, if you watch my show on Carriker Live, my Carriker Live show on Sunday night, check it out each and every Sunday night throughout the football season, 8 p.m. Central Time, following each and every Husker football game. And even if one gets canceled like it did versus Wisconsin, I still showed up on Sunday night and had a great time interacting live with you fans. I did talk about this last Sunday night, but it is worth repeating because it is the Husker starting quarterback job that we're talking about. All right, so I said on Sunday night, before any of this came out officially, I said this week in practice should be for the quarterback job, and at least the starting job on Saturday versus Penn State. It should be earned this week in practice. The other thing I said is that up until this point, Scott Frost, we all know, has erred towards Adrian Martinez. That's kind of his guy. We knew he was going to err towards him. And I don't think that was surprising to anybody. Okay, but I think this week in practice, especially if you're going to go light speed at some point, and that's what you want to do. And this quote from Dedrick Mills is as telling as anything I've seen since the Northwestern game. Or what Dedrick had to say. He said, when it comes to tempo, Luke is more productive. When it comes to tempo, Luke is more productive. To me, that's a very telling quote. Now, I don't care who the starting quarterback is. I want it to be the best quarterback. I've been saying that since Black Friday at the end of last year. I want the job to be earned by the best player. I don't want to err one way or the other. I don't think one guy should be given the benefit of the doubt. That being said, this week in practice, I think if you're going to err one way or the other, if it is close this week in practice, because you want to go faster, because Luke is more productive in the up-tempo spots, and because he did provide a bit of a spark Saturday, I'd probably err towards Luke McCaffrey. But again, whoever earns it, go Big Red Nose, remember to throw the bones. Thanks again to our sponsor, Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's your spine, you do not want to mess around, and experience matters. That's why you can trust the experts at Nebraska Spine Hospital, the region's only spine-specific hospital. They are the best at what they do.